Hello and welcome to another episode of Rime of the Frostmaiden here on Dork Tales. I'm your Dungeon Master Kelly, and joining me tonight is the party known as Caveat Emptor. Or at least we hope it will be after tonight. Last game was a bit of a drama bomb there, with some almost inter-party TPK. Well, not TPK, just some PK. And it's good to have everybody back. And Hayden, I see that you are over visiting your friends in
Vancouver.
In Vancouver, that's with the Nat 19 crew, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm staying with the Nat 19 crew because they are wonderful and lovely, and they are letting me stay in their home while I'm here, while I'm recording.
And they're basically kind of like our Twitch D&D senpais right now. So like go, and they don't need your follows, but go follow them. They're really good.
Go follow them. They're really, really lovely. They are lovely people, and I'm over there too. So.
Yep. So that's Twitch TV Nat 19 official.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're on YouTube as well, right?
Yep, we are on YouTube. You can look us up over there. We are also on Spotify.
You can see Hayden play a giant boobed Kim Kardashian bird person.
She is, listen, she's a queen.
Oh, obviously. She has, and I can see her crown jewels.
Yeah, she is. Listen, she's a half demon, she's a queen, and she'll probably kill you. It's fine.
I'd let her. Like, I wouldn't even try to fight.
I know, right? Don't. Yeah. There's no point.
All right, so you know what? Because we're talking to you right now, let's go ahead and have you start introducing yourself. So, Hayden.
Hello! Hi guys, I'm Hayden Davio. Tonight I'm playing Lysithian Callisto, the Moon Elf Wizard. And that's me. I'm blue. Dabba-dee-dabba-die.
All right. Hello, Robin.
Oh, me next. Hi, guys. I'm Robin, and I am Vista Danko, your Mountain Dwarf Barbarian.
Hello, Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine, and I'm playing Callie Thornhill, the halfling druid that is the most sassy.
So sassy.
So sassy.
All right, and here, second sassiest girl, let's give it to... Hi, Mike.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike. I am playing everyone's favorite ridiculous bard, Katarina Firestone.
I was like Pippi Riverstone?
Oh,
burn.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I don't think that Katarina's that crazy. I think Katarina is just very hard done by.
True.
She thinks she's a little crazy though.
Thank you, Rose. The chat just said I'm gorgeous YouTube, and I'm willing to accept it because high school was rough.
Fair.
And as we all know, high school never ends.
Yeah.
I work in the acting business. I know it never ends.
Oh God, I'm sorry. All right,
you poor thing.
All right, so this is episode 17. If you are tuning in here for the first time, you missed about 16 and a half episodes worth of build-up. So you can find that all on youtube.com/dorktales, or if you're watching on youtube.com/dorktales right now, hi, how's it going? Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, smash that bell, and leave a comment because I actually respond to them. Right, and Twitch is very, very sympathetic right now with last game's drama. If you want to listen to us as well, we're on most podcast places right now, apps, things, except for iTunes. Apparently iTunes is having some problems with us. I don't know what it is, but it's probably because they heard what I say about Apple products.
Ask me after stream. I can probably help you with it.
Okay, cool. So what you've missed so far is that in the frozen lands of Icewind Dale, the north of the Forgotten Realms, there is a land that is cast completely into ice and snow and near everlasting darkness. The Frostmaiden, a lower tier goddess named Oril, or El, depending on a pronunciation I saw in one group, has encased the land in ice and snow. It's been like this way for several years, and the characters have all been brought together by a series of events and have gone about doing quests that keep putting them in kind of Oril's direct path. And recently, they went and negotiated a Goliath peace summit between two warring tribes. While there, they were attacked by a bunch of berserking, ragged tribespeople that had been possessed either by Auril or by the Chardalian weapons that they carried. Upon defeating them and saving the Goliath summit, the characters were transported into a cave that had a relic from Auril herself that was used to mess with their minds, create a ton of drama, lead to the barbarian almost killing the druid, and the party is a bit schismed right now. On top of that, they have learned that the Goliath Peace Summit succeeded thanks to Auril's intervention, providing a larger threat than each other, because that's how Goliaths roll. And I think with that, that's pretty much last game. Does anybody have any questions before we begin?
Why are you so hecking cute? Got him.
Hey, stop leaning off screen.
Yeah, stop leaning off screen. Stop robbing it.
I gotta do it at least once. I won't do it again. I just had to get one in.
That's fair. That's
one
fair.
lean in.
You're adorbs. I also wanted to say that we have changed our Twitch channel point system up a little bit. I increased the value of spooky time because not everything should be spooky. I added an additional one for making a scene more dramatic without making it a drama bomb. Basically, make it more emotional. Drama bomb generally is a bad thing. Emotional can be a good thing. And I have changed the way that inspiration works. So we have been having some issues with inspiration being a little too OP, especially because I want people to have a buy-in if you're watching us. But presently the inspiration was making it so it was really, really difficult for you guys to have a challenge. So presently, I'm still going to give you each an inspiration at the start of game. Okay. And using my house rules, you can use that before or after roll so long as you don't roll a 1. Okay. However, if the chat pays for one, you will now have something called determination. Determination is a really simple mechanic. Basically, you take your proficiency bonus and you add it to your roll. You have to do this before I announce if you've succeeded or failed, just like with Bardic Inspiration. If you are already proficient, then you add it on top regardless. You get a double proficiency for that moment. If you're not proficient, you get proficiency for that moment. This does not stack with anything. Well, it stacks, but does not multiply with any things like, I believe, what is it called? Not expertise, skill, versatility, or something like that. Anything that allows you to double your bonus already. It doesn't double, that's doubling. It's just an extra, I think at your level, extra +3.
Yeah.
So that's basically it. It's a +3 on a roll. The chat can provide them. You can choose to hold on to it for a little bit or spend it immediately. And I don't care how many you have at a time, although I've limited it to, I think, either 8 or 10 can be bought each session.
Okay.
But they're pretty expensive. So anyway, so that you give it to the DM. Oh, damn, I forgot to put in the DM. The DM gets advantage thing. If you buy a drama bomb tonight, I'll count that as that, and then I'll add that on. Hey, where the hell are my post-its? I usually have so many post-its.
So many post-its.
I have.
Post-its.
My mom called on Sunday, as she is apt to do, and she's like, "How are you?" And I'm like, "I have 15 to-do lists."
That's fair. My to-do list keeps growing. It grew a ton because I got a bunch of scripts that I got right now. So I'm
Nice.
like, all right, let's start fucking going.
Do you put stuff on your to-do lists that are basically just check marks so you can further your to-do list? Like, take a shower or like prep tomorrow's dinner?
It depends. If the dinner's going to be a little bit more elaborate, then it's like, okay, start this in the morning.
Okay.
Like get that like going and simmering while I do all these other things, just to give me like because ADD brain go burr.
Oh, that's
and
true. ADD brain go burr. I feel that as well. And I haven't been sleeping much recently, so like my ADD brain has been
Me
like
neither.
right?
We've
What's
been
sleep?
going to bed. We've been going to bed at like 5 a.m. over here
What is sleeping, Mike?
for the past week, and it's not been good. It's catching up with.
Oh, thank you, Whistler. That's great. All right, so guys, we are going to hop into. Nope, that's not. There we go. We're gonna hop
Let's
into.
do it.
Let's do it to it. And now we're going to hop into Rime the Frostmaiden. Roll 20 is up, and I see at least 2 of you in there listening to music. If
There
you
we
want to, you don't have to. I have a bitchin' sound effect tonight that I made myself. So
Ooh.
yeah,
Ooh.
I had somebody ask me how I. So if you've listened on YouTube, you will have known that the first time you heard Oral's voice on the wind, is really really creepy, because I did a bunch of alteration to it.
Nice.
If anybody's asking, well, why hasn't it seemed that way since then? And it's because it was a much more personal connect. Also, I didn't want to edit it every single time I did it.
Fair.
But the time in the cave was a much more personal connection. So you were much. She wasn't threatening you. She was trying to seduce you or something. So it was much more human sounding in there. Also, less. Picture it like broadcasting through a megaphone versus broadcasting over your like cell phone.
Yeah.
Like a better connection. She had a better connection, right? Okay.
Okay, let me just. Oh, there's roll 20.
I just have God of War on, as I usually do during this game.
I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can actually see what I'm doing.
Do it.
That's been known to help.
it.
Yeah.
Sing.
And with that, this is Rime of the Frostmaiden. The night passes. You've made it back to Sky Tower Shelter, and in tension, you rest, giving each other a bit of space. It's enough of a night's sleep that you'll regenerate all of your hit points, you'll regenerate your hit dice, you'll regenerate your spells. But that's about all that could be said of your rest. As you're laying inside of the Goliath's cave at Wormdoom, or probably not Wormdoom, at Sky Tower Shelter, you will hear the wind whipping past the cave entrance. And every time it does, you feel yourself jarred out of your half slumber, thinking, is it her? Is it one of those things? Before allowing yourself to drift off again. Callie, you have the most restless night. What do you do when you can't sleep?
Probably ends up wrapped in her blanket, like bedroll blankets, like this little halfling lump
Oh.
in front of the fire, and just stares at the fire.
There's a bit of solitude and play of shadows on the wall around you. There are others curled up there, and the coals in the long brazier cast a dim glow. In the middle of the night, well, close to the morning, so hard to tell when the sun doesn't rise until 10, there's some motion in the sleeping room. A single Goliath stands and walks past, gathering some things from a side storeroom. She keeps an eye on you as she walks, collects, gathers a bucket, some water. What are you doing? She says, waking you from your stupor.
Oh, just kind of staring at the fire.
You are not sleeping.
No.
You appear in distress.
Hmm.
Pick up this bucket.
Okay. She'll get up, drop her bedroll, and go help.
As you pick it up, the Goliath will lead you outside and have you wind through some of the back rooms toward where Arin's mother-in-law, Kaniaka, was, and up around the side of the caves. Now, as you go through, she will whisper, "I'm Rahi, Sky Dreamer.
Pleased to meet you. Callie Thornhill.
Yes, I know. You are the one who brought the tribes together, you and your friends.
Well, I guess a little bit.
She guides you by an 8-foot-tall stone, inscribed with runes in the middle of a 10-foot-high cave, and down a chute with carved footholds. Now in this room, some 15 feet beneath the floor that you just were walking on, she'll reach up to bring the buckets of water down. And you can see that there are a number of footholds to allow you to climb down. And this 15-foot high cave contains 4 Griffon Nests, 3 clustered in the middle of the cave and 1 to the north. The northernmost nest contains a full-grown griffin that appears to be sound asleep. The wind stirs the sleeping griffin's feathers as it enters through the wide opening on the north wall, beyond which you can see the barest outline of mountain peaks and storm clouds. Sitting on the edge of the opening is, well, looks like a sitting perch with a goblet and empty space that, as Rahi walks up to it, seems it would be where she would normally be sitting and watching the sunrise. She leans down next to one of the smaller nests and talks gently to a griffin youngling that leans against her. Now, this youngling is a little bit larger than a cat at this point. Bring the water closer. Give 2 of your spans from the chick.
Callie will do so.
This youngling is afraid to fly. His mother is trying to get some rest. You're a druid?
Yes,
You know nature, then.
I do. Would you like me to speak to him?
Yes.
All right, I will cast speak with.
Okay. Sounds great.
What do you want? What do you want him to know?
The griffin, as you approach, is actually like quite anxious. It's even in this early morning. There's this constant kind of chop 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 chop. Its feathers are ruffled with anxiety, still awaiting its adult molt. And it looks up at you with wide, bright eyes. The room is illuminated solely by a single torch that was lit before you arrived, and as you approach, your shadow casts a much longer shape than you will ever be, even in your greatest shapeshifting. Oh, I don't know what that was. He just needs to understand that whether or not he flies is immaterial. That there is a time to take the leap.
Okay. Callie's gonna cast speak with animals and kind of flop down on her haunches nearby.
It rears
Hello.
back and looks at you with its beady eyes. Stay away.
Kind of more crouched, I guess.
It clacks its beak at you a few times.
And she'll talk to him.
Can you make me a charisma persuasion? Give me an animal handling check with advantage,
Okie dokie.
since you can speak its language,
That makes sense.
right? Like,
Pretty 20.
dirty 20.
Yep.
Okay, it'll nip kind of in your general direction for a second before you start talking to it, and then it'll look at you with a confused furrow of what would be eyebrows, if it had any. It tilts its head to the side in confusion. Bird speak?
Druid.
Griffin.
Druids can speak all animal languages.
Not animal. Griffin. Better than animal.
Yeah. This is the first time I get to speak to a griffin. This is fancy.
Now, I just wanted to state real quick that I'm a very deep-voiced man, I think. So to actually hit that level of what this druid, or what this griffin actually sounds like, it's not, hello, I'm a griffin. It's more like, hello, I'm a griffin. I am a tiny griffin. I think Hayden could probably hit this better from their time doing like kids' voices. But can you give me a young boy's voice just so that I can like I'm saying
like a little boy voice, just kind of like small and
just
like,
say I'm a griffin.
shy. I'm a griffin.
Yeah, that's right. That's it right there.
That sounds perfect.
That's what I need you to picture
Pass
this
me.
entire time. Okay. Thank you. The check's in the mail, Hayden.
Thank you.
You're
I'll
welcome.
wait.
I guarantee you shouldn't wait.
I'll wait. I'm waiting.
Uh,
I'll
have my
wait for
PayPal.
you.
You need to be
Oh.
careful when you're waiting for Canada Post.
That's true.
As
That's
Robin
true.
and I know.
Your check's in the mail, but it's in Ontario. Or no, it's at
It's somewhere
the
else.
it's at the Alberta.
Our makeup's been in the mail since December 21st.
Are you still waiting for it?
Yeah. We haven't got that color
It's
pop.
still delivery delayed.
We're gonna talk after stream.
It's somewhere between here and Calgary.
Ain't that the way?
I know I can. All right, fine. I'll just do the. I'll do the like
Do it.
the nasal. Griffin is better.
Well, duh. So what's wrong?
Scary.
Well, yeah.
Jump, die.
You got wings, so.
Mommy strong wings.
Well, why aren't you working on yours then?
Weak wings.
You gotta take the chance.
Wings fall.
Well, start working them. You got it at some point, or you're no kind of griffin.
Can you make me a persuasion roll?
$17.
Okay.
You don't want to just be called a cat, right? So even if you don't take the jump today,
Eat cats.
Exactly. Even if you don't take the jump today, you should be working every day to get your wings stronger. If you don't work them, they ain't gonna get strong.
Not cat.
Yeah, not cat.
Who are you calling a cat?
Not you.
Would a cat do this? And the griffin's going to
think
take
so.
a couple of feet, stumble, and fall over the edge.
I'm gonna go to the edge really quick. Is he falling?
As you lean over the edge, you will hear.
Oh, thank God, because I don't have flying yet.
Okay, good. The griffin is going to pull a Marty McFly and just slowly like raise over the edge of the lip, and
Look at you. You're such a griffin.
you will
My
hear.
goodness.
You'll hear a noise above, of the mother wakes up and lets out that fierce griffin caw. I can't do that. I'm sorry, but it's the like the,
Yeah.
caw, right? That thing. The very shrill, like not. Where's my gun?
Somewhere.
Oh, it's like right over there. I have an animal noise gun that I bought at a dollar
Okay,
store.
I was like, why do you need a gun?
Do I need this?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
one
I
sec.
don't think the
This is
stream has
important, guys.
experienced this.
Not for a long time.
No, it's been quite a
anyways.
while. So I think a lot of our new people have not experienced this.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've experienced this. So
No,
Kelly,
no, you haven't.
Why isn't
This is
20
truly
working
important.
for
Thank
me?
you. Okay, let's see. I can set it on. Here we go.
Oh shit, fam.
Or alternatively, I could set it on Loon. No. We're going with Eagle.
Probably closest.
Mm-hmm.
Face it towards the camera.
I'm sorry.
Even more. It's a bear head.
It's a bear. The bears.
So this was like
Oh
$2
my.
a Dollarama, and I was like, oh, it's so
It
good. So
drives
what-
Charlie insane. Actually, one sec while we're doing this. Oh, it's hot in here.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yep.
And
Well,
then of
Kelly's got the
course,
slow cooker going too.
and then Callie, if you need it, I've got this.
Oh yeah, why haven't I had that in here?
I don't know, because I used to
Yeah.
give it to Amy when she was playing a druid when we were playing in the same. Anyway, I've got my noise gun now, so we're all good. How
Oh,
could I
Amy.
not buy it?
Digress.
It's like buying giant Lego blocks to use on a battle map. I have to buy them whenever I see them because like dollar stores are where I spend all of my money.
I feel
Yeah.
that.
So anyway,
Legit.
the mother caws down, and they are going to. She's going to lift off and pump her powerful wings, and a couple of the other chicks that are a little larger. This one obviously being the runt of the litter. Roost, whatever, the runt, are going to take flight and soar off over the mountain range as darkness still clings to the land and snow dabs down all around.
Callie's gonna kind of whoop in Griffin, just out of sheer excitement.
Oh.
That was more successful than I would have thought, she says.
Call them a cat.
They don't like cats.
No.
Well, that's not true. They like cats.
Yeah. In ways that a Griffin wouldn't want to be liked.
True.
It worked.
You would be a good griffin tamer.
Oh, I mean, I kind of feel like I'm cheating.
There's no cheating when you use your talents.
Well, that's fair. That's a different way to look at it.
Why would you develop talents if you were to exclude them, unless you were challenging yourself?
Huh.
If you ever wanted to, I could use help up here. There are many griffins, and with the peace between Sky Tower and Wormdoom, who knows, they may wish to raise griffins eventually as well. You are a long-lived race, are you not, Callie Thornhill?
Relatively. A little longer than humans, not as long as a dwarf.
Apprenticeship would take about a year, if you were ever interested. This is a honor not bestowed upon Goliaths. Pardon me. This is outside of the tribe.
Well, thank you.
You are considered a member of the tribe by Arn and by Kalioka.
She looks just a little shocked at that.
Kaniaka. Not Kalioka. What am I doing? You ended a rivalry that lasted a lifetime.
Huh. I'm saying that a lot today.
Huh. It feels strange in my mouth. Huh. I thank you for solving yet another problem. You were very resourceful.
You're welcome. I like solving problems.
Perhaps you can solve yours?
Maybe.
I am not aware of what the problem was, although I did overhear that there is trouble between you and your allies. Sad that you could bring together two tribes with a history of hatred and yet stumble yourselves.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll have to see.
You can speak to the griffin. Can you use that ability to speak to the dwarf? Or is her head too thick? I made a joke.
Callie will just giggle. And well, I've
Or-
got an idea of something I can say that might break through, but
I was wondering if it was her head or your tongue that was too thick, but I've heard stories about the latter.
I just bet you have.
Thank you.
Dirty.
Most people call my tongue pretty sharp, though. But then they've generally pissed me off. So
I do not understand why urination is on... Is this a 10 towns recreation?
no, it means they made me angry.
I
It's
see.
a way of saying angry without saying angry.
I see. I was concerned about Arl's proclivities. About Arn's proclivities.
Callie will just start dying. What's the husband's name again?
So it's Arn and his husband
Herod?
Herod.
Aaron?
Yeah. Herod.
Sorry.
It's Herod,
Herod?
right?
Yeah, I think it's like Harold without the L. That's how I
Yeah.
remembered it.
Yeah, that's what I.
Herod?
Yeah, Herod.
Herod. That's Herod's problem now.
Thank you for your help with the Griffins. If there's anything I can do for you in the future, let us know. We tend
welcome.
to go hunting along the spine, or what you call the spine. Perhaps if I find something interesting, I will bring it to you as a gift. You spend most of your time in the 10 towns.
I do.
Do you like meat?
I mean, I definitely like to eat, so meat is good.
We are headed out hunting later today on a small trip that will take us a few nights. Give us a chance to stretch the Griffin's wings. If we find something, you will be in...
Oh, I don't know. Actually, where we might be going next. Well, if you're ever near Brinchander, you can always leave it with Markham. I trust him to hold it for me.
the sheriff.
Yeah, that's him.
Yes, I will do that.
He's got honor.
Unusual.
Also, he kind of expects weird stuff when it comes to me. Just yell that Callie sent you.
I will yell at this man for you.
Well, yell at the guards on the wall before you get close, just so they don't shoot you. I
If
don't
they-
know. They can be
would-
a bit touchy sometimes.
I will do so. Thank you.
Thank you.
It is almost time to break our fast.
Hmm.
I will see you at food.
What's your name?
Rahi,
Rahi?
Sky Dreamer.
Right. Sorry, I remembered now that you did, in fact, tell her that. Callie would have remembered. Christine did not. Christine got distracted.
Nice.
Rahi. I'll see you there.
Meanwhile, the rest of you begin to awaken, slowly but surely, as the Goliaths arouse and begin stumbling around, performing their morning chores, lighting a few more torches to cast a bit of illumination inside of this chilly, nearly smokeless chamber. Who awakens first?
Probably Cat.
Okay. All right, so Kat-
She's probably been up for a little while.
Okay. So, Katerina, what are you doing in the meanwhile?
She's probably just off in the corner, doing some makeup stuff, doing some pretties.
All right. As you are doing so, you're off in the corner, you say.
Mm-hmm.
as you're off in the corner looking around, you are going to see that, let's see, that directly ahead of you, away from the brazier of coals where they take their meals, is a 12-foot high cave. This is the way that you took to reach Kaniaka's room. Now, behind this, in this room, there's an 8-foot tall stone inscribed with runes. Behind it, a 5-foot diameter chute with carved footholds ascends to another cavern. And so that is the cavern that you are standing in doing makeup. So as you look down, you will see that there is a little way down into this room with this pillar of runes on it. It looks like almost like a museum piece. The one time that you were able to go and actually visit a museum back in Baldur's Gate, you saw some of these ancient relics from forgotten pasts. I don't know if that interests you at all. If not, makeup is a thing too. Oh, also, while you're thinking about that real quick, I'm just going to show you all a picture of Rocky and the little baby Griffon, because I know you want to say
Oh, is this story time?
It's
Story time!
Oh,
my god!
Oh,
it's so cute.
Callie definitely would have whooped and punched the air in glee when.
all right.
Oh,
So
cute.
retroactive whooping,
retro whoop.
retro whoop. Retro means that there's like a freeze frame at the top with like, "You're the best around" playing as the credits roll. Yeah, we know that that's the way it works. Okay. So, yeah. So you're putting on your makeup. Go.
Yeah, I mean, if she sees something interesting, she'll investigate.
Well, that sounds good.
She curious.
Okay. So if you climb down, you will be able to take a look at this thing. Now it's a carved rune stone, a shrine, and as you are looking at it, the runes that are there are written in the Dwarven alphabet. So you're going to be able to kind of get a sense of them, even though the language is foreign to you.
I speak Dwarven.
You speak to, yes, but this is Goliath. This is Giant. Giant uses the Dwarven alphabet.
Oh, okay.
So, I know they really make a distinction there. So, as you are looking at it, actually, you know what? They say the Dwarven, so they're saying that the runestone is written in Dwarvish, actually, not just Dwarven script. So that's interesting. It talks kind of ostensibly about glory and honor found in battle and competition. Honor is not granted because glory only comes to those who challenge themselves through physical trial. The exact passage you'll read is, "There is no glory for one who is unchallenged in battle, athletics, or competition. There is no glory for the griffin that slays the mouse." You can see places where little incense cones have been lit at the base of this, and places where over the generations the stone has weathered down in a pair of divots here and there where knees were dropped onto the ground in prayer. The stony skin of the Goliaths wearing away at the innards of the cavern. What do you do?
Is that the only thing really in this room?
That's the only thing in this room, yeah.
Okay. I guess she'll head back to the common area. And see what's kind of going on.
Okay.
See if anyone else is awake.
All right. So with that, you are going to. It's about that time that everyone is going to awaken and begin cooking breakfast. The rest of you will awaken, and you'll, Lysithian, you'll wake up enough that you'll see that Katarina is climbing up from the room with that giant runestone you were shown to at one point. Vistra, you will awaken with a pounding headache. And that reminds me, one second. One moment, please. I have to just check one thing. As you all awaken, you are going to be served a fairly hearty broth and gruel. It's stretched a little thin, and you're starting to notice at this point that the Goliaths are very lean people. Very athletic, very muscular, and they've definitely got their gains, but it's, there's not an ounce of fat on any one of them here. And this breakfast is definitely an indication why. Lysithian, they'll lean more on the gruel for you, and they will warn you in advance that the broth is made with marrow.
Okay.
It is good, though, one of them says. It will put strength on you. You will
I'm
have
sure
muscles.
it is. My muscles are more in my magic, but thank you. I will take just the gruel. Thank you.
Yep. Maybe they would not be were you to actually eat some meat. Then you would be magically powerful and physically powerful.
Possibly. That is possible. I just
Every-
prefer not to eat animals.
But why? They would eat you. This is bear.
I'm sure it is very delicious. It's just not for me.
More for us.
Exactly. More for you, more gruel for me.
All right. And with that, are you all sitting together in the breakfast or what?
Probably sitting maybe close to Katarina, but still mostly keeping to myself, just reading my spell books. Just kind of sussing out the feel. And if I see Callie, I might detect thoughts just to kind of get an idea of
Okay.
where she's sitting, but not gonna probe or anything, just kind of like, hey, are we cool?
All right, so to do a detect thoughts, why don't we go ahead and do that? So, boop, boop, boop. Let me just check the page for that, because it is in a weird place in this book. Do you have the rules in front of you?
Let me pull them up. Because for detect thoughts
There
with
we go.
Lysithian, it's just innate, and I think it's just a wisdom save on
So
her
it's,
part.
Christine, I need you to give Callie a wisdom save, DC 8 plus proficiency.
It's 15.
15? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is going to be 16.
16?
Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna double check that for because I can
So-
just check just surface thoughts because I'm not probing. But I'm just gonna
Let's
double
see.
check that because it's been a minute.
Your
Not detect.
spellcasting, so innately cast detect thoughts. Yeah, I believe that's for any deep dive.
Yeah, I'm not deep diving. I'm just going surface thoughts.
Yeah, so that sounds good. So you'll just be able to, and basically kind of just get a vibe check on Callie. So
Yeah,
Callie,
I'm just
how are
vibe
you
checking.
feeling at the moment?
Pretty hyped up from like that griffin like flying, but there's probably like a strong undercurrent of just like worry and like I think feeling lonely probably.
So that is a heady brew of brain juice that you drink down right there.
Mhm.
That's a ppraise I wasn't expecting to say before
Then
the end
I'm
of that
going
episode.
to just be as I'm reading and like just eating my food, just like glancing up at Callie, just kind of like looking a little bit uncomfortable. Just kind of like then going back to reading, like trying to maybe get up the courage to go talk to her, but not really wanting to. I'm not being subtle about it.
You
right.
know what? I'm
I
gonna
think
perception
Callie's gonna
check
pick
that.
up on that because
Uh,
I mean she's probably hypersensitive right now to
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
Hmm.
So what are you
Um,
doing, Mike?
I was perception checking Lysithian and I got a 19 on if I'd noticed her.
So that
if
would-
I'd noticed them doing that.
So that would be an insight check.
Inside check. Okay.
This was just in the corner, like doing the like hangover thing where it's like I barely eat, I don't want to talk or like think, so she wants to be kind of in the corner away from everyone because it's just like, oh
Well,
fuck.
I got
You know-
16 on the insight.
Okay.
Okay, well, after all of that this morning, Callie's got an idea of where relatively quiet areas are. So she's gonna pick up her food, walk over to Lysithian, and kind of like, come on, let's go talk.
Right. I'll follow you.
And
kind of-
she's just like, okay.
Okay.
Courage.
All right, so you will definitely get the vibe off of them, Katarina, from that first check. And Lysithian, Lysithian and Callie, you are going to go and where are you heading?
Heading probably to part of the area near the griffins, not close enough to disturb them, but kind of in that area because nobody else is kind of there right now. So it should be relatively quiet and able to like chat and not have a ton of people listening in.
Okay. So yes, you will find a little alcove that you can speak at. I will say that as you are passing, this is your first time this far into the cave system, Lysithian, and you are going to notice that there is a second runestone sitting off to the side, kind of where you're having this conversation. A small shrine right before the griffin roosts. As you are just kind of hanging around there, you speak and read Dwarvish, or do you not?
Yeah, I do.
So this looks in particular like a runestone to mind and spirit, and tells a story about the vision and leadership found among the great predator birds of Icewind Dale. So I'm assuming that you'll kind of flick your eyes to it occasionally during the conversation.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, you wander into the side cavern. You can hear the wind whipping outside, almost as if the presence of Oral is never too far away from you. She's always listening just around the corner, always influencing and pushing, just a little bit. What do you do?
I think Callie, having basically used up all of her courage at the moment, is going to go, okay, what do you want to know?
Did you give any of our information to anybody in the 10 towns? That's all I want to know.
Okay, so Harper stuff.
Yeah.
So basically, when I got up here, they noticed pretty quick that I could make friends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So good at finding out information. I did research you all at one point or another when
kind
you
of
made
like
waves,
Claire.
kind of like in the area. But like research as in like go to the same town, ask around, look around. Do you see like you're doing anything weird? No? Oh. I haven't sent anything about any of you since we started like running around together. Like, they do it for anybody new. They're never sure who's Zentarum and who isn't. But you guys were all party, so you don't wreck with that. And honestly, I was just as shocked as you when it happened when I thrust you in the moonbeam.
She'll kind of giggle very nervously.
But I meant what I said then.
You're Lysithian. I don't give a shit. She's kind of like steadily, like her shoulders are hunching higher and higher up around her ears while she does this.
You know what will happen to me if someone were to find out what I actually am? You saw what they did to that mage. They find out that I am not only that, but that I am less than what I appear to be. You know what would happen.
Yeah, people are stupid.
So either I change my face now and I run, if anyone finds out, or I accept my fate and I die. That is what it is. So I need you to promise me that nothing of our group will get back to your employers. And if you can promise me that, everything is fine. And I'm sorry that...
It's not like they pay me. Like, it's kind of like doing the right thing, sort of. Right?
I'm
Like, you hate the dude.
I do. I do hate the
Right?
dude.
We're all about getting rid of them. Like,
That's fair.
look, I haven't said anything about the...
Doesn't know how to indicate it.
I'm going to, in that, take on some of Callie's freckles.
Yeah, that stuff.
You mean that?
Hey, give my freckles back.
They're still on your
Mine.
face. It's not like I took them.
They're cute.
They're cute. They are cute. That's why I took them. I'll get
Not
rid
my
of them.
signature. People like talking to me because of the freckles.
I think they like talking to you for more than that, Kelly.
Meh.
But all right. That is. I got scared.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was real, what was not. And usually I'm.
Let's just agree that Frost Bitch is probably being a bitch for a reason.
There's a reason we call her that.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
true. Yeah, there's a reason for it, and I think we are all a little bit shaken. And
I got new scars.
yeah, are you okay?
Katarina healed me.
Okay. But I am sorry that I reacted as I did.
All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, how like incredibly sincere does that sound?
Very sincere. They are being
Okay.
very genuine.
You're gonna have a little Callie bullet like just collide with your knees essentially, and you're just like, you're in danger of
Okay.
falling over.
Okay, just hold on. And I'm gonna look around to see if there's anybody. Just do a perception check. See if anyone's around.
There is a griffin staring at you.
Okay. No Goliaths or anything. Cool. I'm going to quickly I'm going to transform myself into like a short Lysithian, like Callie's height, so I can properly hug her back.
Chibi Scythian.
Yep, Chibi Lysithian.
Oh, that's
I just-
adorable.
Chibi Scythian,
I'll
just so I
allow
can
it.
give her like a proper, like good hug.
All right, you will have
Aw.
a chibi hug.
Can we agree though that we need to get Vistra's head out of her ass?
We do.
Like, I get it, that's traumatic as hell. But she's letting Frost Bitch lead her around by the nose.
She is. She really is. And I'm going to transform myself back as soon as we stop hugging, just
All
for
right, and
protection's
as the
sake.
camera pans backwards, the griffin watches you and gives you a knowing nod because even with an intelligence of 4, a griffin is wise enough to know that friends are family.
Okay, that's adorable.
All right, and I have the noise gun at the ready. Yes, I do. Meanwhile, back inside of the cave, Vistra, speaking of having your head up your ass, you wish it was detached from your neck at this point. It feels like an entire castle full of stones has fallen down inside of your skull.
Oh, fuck.
What is wrong, small one? Herod says, looking at you.
Oh, it's so much. I think. I don't get hangovers that bad much. I'm a dwarf, but man, all that stuff with the fucking ice bitch, and then I drank, and I shouldn't do it, but it numbs the pain last night. Fuck, it just hurts. I really regret. Oh,
Regret is good. It helps you become stronger next time.
yeah. Could you just take it off, please? I just
Take what off?
my head. Honestly, I feel terrible, and
It seems like an awful way to treat a house guest, but if you wish, yes, I could decapitate you.
Yeah, not
Vistra
the thing you
considers
necessarily want to ask
decapitation.
a Goliath.
I
They
know.
will take you seriously.
Vistra's half serious at this point, but
Perhaps you should go spend some time in meditation or prayer.
yeah, probably should. I also
If you head
Well,
down the
you should probably
corridor
find-
towards my mother's room and past, there is a shrine. It is good at giving clarity to those who need it.
all right. Thank you.
You are welcome to
Yeah,
worship
probably
there.
need some time alone with my thoughts.
Hmm.
I think I might do that.
It is good to get the Craig cat off one's back. So to speak.
Yeah, don't talk to me about crackheads, man. I'm good at dealing with those, not so much this situation.
Understood. We are dropping a ton of frames for some reason.
I think Vester will go into the worship chamber.
Vistra, as you approach, you'll see that this 8-foot-tall stone inscribed with runes stands in the middle of a 10-foot-high cave. And standing next to it are Lysithian and Callie, speaking quietly. This is just at the end of your conversation, you two, and you're probably getting ready to head back toward everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
As you turn around, you'll see that Vistra has approached and is kind of standing a bit awkwardly in the cavernway.
Oh, incredibly awkwardly when she sees Callie. It's like, does the awkward thing.
I'm gonna look up at Lysis and be like, I've used up my courage already.
Vistra's gonna take her axe off her back and put it out. Hilt, that's the word I'm looking for. Hilt first to Callie and saying,
Haft first, actually.
Haft. Oh, right, not hilt.
Nice, yeah.
So, a
Dang.
little bit of axe anatomy lessons. So,
Don't give me axe envy. Yours is bigger than mine.
yes it is. I still haven't trained it to come back when I throw it, though, so soon.
Me neither.
All right, so anyway, let's get back to Game Boy. All right.
So she'll hold out half first to Callie and be like,
Alex gonna look at it and be like, it's bigger than I am. I don't think I can pick that up.
it's a gesture of symbol. I lost my damn mind, and I attacked you, and I feel absolutely horrible, Kelly. I would never consciously hurt you, for any reason. I would die for you, rather, to protect you. And I am so sorry. I can't even, I don't know what to say. I usually deal with things with my ex, so it's like an offering of pace, and I really wish I'm so sorry.
Okay. Put the axe down. Alright, come here. Okay, come here.
Hi.
She's just gonna give you a very flat stare, like,
Mm. I did it, you can do it.
Come here.
Okay.
Jesus! How many times do I have to say it? Ugh.
I've come to realize that I might be mighty and strong with my strength, but my head needs a bit more training, and I don't want to be weak. That ice fucking bitch is just she did stuff, and I don't want her to do that again, because I want to fucking tear her limb from limb.
Okay. Well, now, okay, we're all on the same page here. Like, oh, that's where we need to stay.
Yeah.
So, sorry about not telling you about the Harpers. But I was like, how do you start that conversation? Yo, party that I'm hanging out with now. I spied on you before. Because you
Understandable.
were new people to the area. What am I supposed to do there? I was like, I'm just not gonna say anything.
Yeah, she
Maybe
did
just won't
funny
ever
stuff. Yeah,
but,
probably wouldn't have, except for Oral.
or ice bitch.
Yeah, Ice Bitch just.
And I think right with Callie saying, oh, I researched all of you. I think with that, Katarina will poke her head around the corner and just be like,
So, did you know about me before I told you?
Okay, when I say research, I mean like go into an area. Hey, there's this new person here. Are they up to anything? Go look into you a bit. They seem like a normal person. They're not working for the Zentarum. Move on. No, I did not know you used to be a dwarf male.
Oh,
Like, how am I supposed to know that? It's not like you went around advertising it. Holly's voice is just climbing a little more. Like,
that's true.
you're attributing a little too much to me here.
Well, you never know.
Okay, I'm
It was a
cute,
stressful
and I'm
situation.
nice. So people talk to me.
It's true.
That's the sort of information. Like, also, yeah. Most of the bed games were literally meetings.
Understandable.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't judge you either way, but oh,
I mean, like, some of it wasn't. I mean, Arn is definitely not a Harper.
you triple checked him.
Double checked. Quadruple checked.
Oh yeah, I checked a few times.
Very thorough job.
Oh yeah. I have to take pride in my work.
Yeah. All right. I know you're not a super fan of doing this Lysiphian, but I feel like we all need a group hug because that was some fucked up shit that we dealt with.
Okay, and from here on, like, we need to work on your sister issues.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I'm
would
gonna
you-
try and quit the drinking and I'm gonna deal with it and I'm gonna just
Okay,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be strong in the head so I can be strong in the heart and strong in the arms.
well, like just being aware that at this point, I don't think there's any spell that can bring her back.
No. I know.
I mean,
It's just when she's there and so
that's fair.
since we're being really honest, I have one more thing that you might not have
The ice
been,
bitch stuff.
yeah.
The
She basically blessed me with my sister. She said I was her champion. And now I don't feel cold. So there's
Well,
that.
did
So,
you
It
choose
seemed
to have
like
that
you
happen?
No,
got
she
away
came to
from it
me
for
as
a
my
bit
sister
there.
and I were dying. And she chose me, not my sister. She could have saved my sister. Instead, she
Well,
chose me.
I don't really count this as saving per se.
No.
No.
But my sister was
No.
dying of cold and injury. And if she gave the resistance that I seem to have to cold to her, maybe she would have pulled through. But yeah, that's why I don't get cold. Except for apparently she can take it away. So that's fun.
A god giveth and a god taketh away, but so was it, tell me if it's overstepping, but if she was dying of cold and the Frostmaiden blessed you, did you actually consume your sister? Is that still true? Or is
Yeah,
it...
that part's true. That's kind of the
I'm just-
haunting issue.
That is understandable. I just wanted to clarify, just to make sure. But-
Yeah, no, that's... Yeah.
Would it help to talk about your sister more, to help you get through it? I don't know if you've had anyone to talk to. I'm not good at this.
Maybe a different day. I have a really
No,
bad
not today.
headache.
No, not today. I just mean in general. If she ever comes up and you think of her, would talking about her with us help? And maybe sometime, I'm learning some new spells that I've been trying to figure out. Takes time. But, I can cast illusions, yeah?
Yeah.
If you ever want to describe her to me, perhaps I can show you an image of her from time to time.
Oh, so like a
Yes,
portrait?
Not that-
I have a portrait of her, actually. I carry it in my bag.
Yeah, if If you want a portrait, I can also do one myself for you too, if you want. A rendition, maybe see what she would look like now or anything.
I appreciate that offer. I don't know if I'm quite strong enough for that yet.
No.
Once I get this whole drinking pet thing
One step
under
at a time.
control, I would probably like to be able to like reconcile. Maybe that might be good for me, but that is too much right now.
Yeah, no, not right now. I just meant in the future. It is the offer is on the table.
I appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you. Yeah, that was a time and a half, and definitely a pain for those sins this morning. Oof.
Let me see what I prepared for today.
Cast aspirin.
Okay.
All right. So, you spend the rest of the morning prepping. Vista, are you going to spend some time praying at that thing?
Yeah, she's probably still will once they all leave.
Okay. So, you spend about an hour praying and trying to find a bit of your composure there. As you do, you are going to feel a sense of exactly that wash over you. You are going to gain a special bonus called a Runestone Dice. So put a d6 aside. Within the next 24 hours, you can add that to one wisdom or charisma check.
Hey, she needs that.
So it basically is going to be just like a bardic inspiration, but can only be used on wisdom or charisma.
Oh, cool. Wiz and perfect.
What was that? Wiz or
Me saying whiz or ka.
Okay. You mean cha.
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 Cha cha cha.
Do the cha-cha slide.
Take it back, y'all.
All right. So, what do you do with the rest of the morning? Sun will start to rise over the horizon about 2 hours from now. So about an hour for Vistor Prague, and then about another hour. Your bags are full of dragon bones.
Hey, we actually had a reason for all this.
Do we want to head back and bring the bones back with us so we're not just carrying them around?
That's fair.
I think that's
Sure.
probably our best bet. Gives us some time on the road, I'd say get some fresh air, but we're here. But get some time out, take the dogs out probably. They might be a little restless. Do you say?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Right.
What do you guys say?
Yeah, yeah. Let's go get those potions for you guys. I don't need them, but you guys
Oh,
might.
look at me.
I think
I'm
we need to-
Vistra and I don't need potions.
I think we need to hide that little better. You need to start wearing gloves.
I
You
don't.
get up a lot of weird looks.
We can get you some gloves made,
I
probably.
know, but I like.
I know you do, but it looks fucking weird.
All right.
What
I'll
he
get
said.
gloves. I'll get gloves. I won't have as good grip of my ex, but it's
You can get
fine.
leather gloves with grip on them.
Okay.
That's possible.
All right. I'll get leather gloves with grips. So I can
Do something normal.
Yes.
Yeah. Be normal, Vistra.
Yes.
I don't think any of us are able to do that.
No, it's quite impossible.
No.
So this entire time, after you guys all left the little shrine area, Katarina's just kind of chilling by the entrance. Just kind of chilling there, just kind of on her own, just waiting to go, basically. So
I think Vistra will walk up to Kat too at some point near the entrance and be like, so, because we all heard what Oral said. How are you dealing with the whole not a dwarf aged thing, because we're about similar age, and I could imagine if I suddenly realized I am not myself and not going to.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 125.
See, I was 125.
Yeah.
122 to be exact. But
Oh, what's a few years?
exactly. So I was 122.
Yeah.
As a young man,
Quite handsome.
lot of life left. Thank you.
Yeah.
And now I'm not.
Yeah. How are you feeling about that?
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But for now, at least we're back together.
Yeah, you look great, by the way.
Thank you.
Your makeup is like spot on.
Figured it's been a while, so may as well enjoy each day.
Yes.
I kind of stopped mostly after everybody found out, so I didn't really have any appearances to keep up anyways, so I didn't really bother to take the time anymore. But
Do you like it? Do you
Yeah.
like your makeup? Then put it
Yeah.
on. You don't have to keep appearances. Do what makes you happy.
Hmm.
If one thing, the ice cave, I almost died with those dragons because I 125. I could have been dead. Doesn't matter how long you live or your lifespan and what average people of your race live. If you do something, you could die tomorrow. We could all die tomorrow. We could go up against Ice Bitch and she cuts us down immediately. So do what
Yeah.
you want to do and how you live. It's not the quantity, it's the quantity. No, it's the quantity. It's the quality, not the quantity. I am not good with words.
I am.
I guess I just never really. I never clued into it. I always just kind of thought, like the past 7 months, I always kind of thought, oh, it is what it is. It's fun. It's one day it'll be back to normal, and in a couple hundred years, I'll look back and think, oh, what a great adventure, and everything's gonna be nice. And well, I mean, I've already lived twice of what I'm going to.
Well, you better live this one twice as hard.
Yeah,
Who
Yeah,
knows?
I guess.
High level wizards, maybe you could get back to a dwarf, maybe not your same body, but who knows? There's magic. Maybe a Scythian. They're pretty magical.
I think I just need a bit of time to come to terms with it.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. But for now, it's just it is what it is. There's not really much that can change that, so may as well just be happy, like always. Yeah. Anyways, shall we go?
Yeah. Goddamn bones.
Come on,
Look.
slowpokes.
Loading up all of your things into your dog sled. The dogs are eager. And almost a bit over-eager. Your axe beaks as well could use the stretch in their legs they haven't had for the past 2 days of lounging around the stable. And before long, you're out and running across the snow again, making your way north and to the west and toward Bremen. Who knows what's going to be facing you in the days ahead. But, at least for the moment, you're together again. body, in spirit, and in friendship. And with that, you race across the snow-covered steppes, the snow-covered tundra, on your way back to Bremen. And I think this is a good place for us to take a bathroom break real quick. So guys, we'll be right back.
Yes.
Don't go anywhere, and we will see you in just a moment. The trip back to Bremen is faster than expected. You hit no blizzards on the way back, and as you travel across the tundra, you'll soon find yourself along the roads of the 10 towns. Before long, you'll find yourself at that outpost, the tiny town of Bremen. Who is clicking a mouse every, 4 seconds? Okay. I keep hearing corner of my ear. Okay. You make your way back to Bremen, located at the top corner of the 10 towns. They're the furthest that you can get away from where you were. The trip takes you about a full day. And by the time you stumble into Buried Treasures, the one inn in the city, you are exhausted. Cora, the innkeeper, is happy to have you, and puts you up in the usual room. Your dogs play and dance outside for a few moments before they're kennelled, and immediately collapse into a puppy pile and fall asleep. She takes the couple of copper coins off of you that you insist on giving her as always, and sleep.
Bless you.
And
Bless you.
sneeze. And sneeze. This is a very sneezy game tonight. Okay.
I'm not sure how feasible it is, but Callie wants a bath of some sort.
A bath of some kind. All right.
Cause holy crap, we've been sleeping in our furs for how long now?
Oh,
true.
so long. So long. We
And
stanky.
The only one who's immaculately clean is Katarina. Because
I don't even know if you managed immaculate.
No,
at
she's
this
been using
point.
prestidigitation constantly.
yeah,
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's basically she's disinfecting herself every 10 minutes.
yeah, it's like, oh my god, dirt. Not anymore.
Yeah, it's basically just like hand sanitizer right now. Just
Yeah.
It's
rub it on my
COVID times.
face. Okay.
Okay, is that a cantrip for you?
Yep, it is.
Callie's gonna be like, hook me up now.
And
Do it. I stink.
I need to trim my beard. It's a bit unruly right now.
anyone who asks, she will. She will. But she's.
To me.
But yeah, it's just funny because otherwise every time you see her, she'll just always look. She never seems to look exhausted or traveling.
Cora is happy to draw you a bath.
Excellent.
This inn has 2 different bathtubs. Well, more like bath barrels than anything. Deep soaking barrels, which
So-
for you is palatial.
Oh yeah.
For
Huge.
Vistra is really deep and really kind of thin, and for everybody else, just a little too small for comfort. But she'll be happy to
I
do
can
that and bring the
float.
water up. You can totally float. You have enough room. If you could hold your breath forever, you could actually, you and Vistra could both fit in the same one if one of you stood on the other.
I mean, I could wild shape, but that's not really the point of enjoying this.
No. Let's just have a separate bath.
Okay.
We can hang out in the same room, but not the same barrel.
You wash, you relax, and as the stroke of midnight hits, you all sink in to what were once upon a time some of the lumpiest mattresses in the 10 towns. But after more than a week of traveling and sleeping on furs in caves, inside of tiny huts,
They're pretty freaking comfy.
this is pretty freaking
Perfect.
comfy. The night passes, and you'll find yourselves woken up early the next morning by the sounds of your dogs playing and biting each other's tails and just enjoying themselves as they bark around, and Cora goes out to give them the morning kibble. What do you do with your day?
Well, first thing in the morning, probably go downstairs, get some food, and wait for the others, so then we can tackle going to drop off the dragon bones, probably.
Done.
I think Vistra would like to start a morning routine where she kind of just goes out in the cold and meditates for a little bit.
Okay, that sounds good. What I want you to do, if you're going to do that, is can you give me a... What is the goal of your meditation? Is it just to clear your mind, or is it to search your inner thoughts?
I think she's trying to go a little cold turkey with the alcohol. So
Okay,
she's gonna
so-
try and like steal herself almost.
You can give me a wisdom roll with
Oh, right.
advantage.
Okay. Cool.
So that will use a permanent with advantage with a plus d6.
With the plus d6, okay. Okay, dice, be nice to me. That is not bad. That is an 18 total.
You go and
plus
meditate
wisdom.
in the
Do
snow.
I want me to add wisdom to it?
You should add wisdom to a wisdom roll, yes.
That's only still +1, so 19.
19. Quick question about this. Are you doing this in
Yes.
public view, or are you kind of going out behind the inn in a kind of a secluded, like fenced-in place where they keep out some of their trash?
Yeah, probably secluded or like out to the lake or something, like somewhere just away from people.
Sure. So you go down, we'll say probably the lake is a good one. So heading to the north of Mare Duladon, or Dualden. Why do I always Duladon? It's always Dualden. Heading north along the bank of Mare Dualden, you find a nice secluded place next to an old leaf-bare tree. The snow is deep here, and you're a bit shorter than the average human that lives around here, so it's easy to find a place to meditate, sit. In the distance, you can hear the sound of life resuming in the town. The sun is just cresting the horizon, casting a golden hue across the white snow that seals in this beautiful country. After about a half hour of meditating, you'll hear a crunch, a crunch, a crunch in the sand behind you. Slow and shaky footsteps approaching. Do you look to see who is passing by?
Sure, yeah, she'll kind of open her eye a little bit and take a glance.
It's a dwarf. Ancient and wizened, even for one of your race. Speaker Shaleskar. Dressed in a house robe and a simple jacket. Wanders toward the lake. He's wearing fur boots and a pair of slacks, but not much else. And in this temperature, it's probably not good. What do you do?
Does he look like he's not wanting to be bothered? Is he walking like towards me or just kind of...
He's kind of
Don't forget, this
ambling.
is the dude we had to go find
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
frickin'
yeah.
snowstorm.
Oh, because was he them like losing his mind a little bit?
He is actually
Oh,
quite,
yeah.
quite senile.
Okay, cool. So, because it's been a while since episode 1.
It's true. So
So
he kind
if
of comes
Vista
in and
remembers
out.
that, then yeah, she's gonna kind of get up and kind of address him and be like, "Everything okay?"
He looks at you. There's a bit of drool frozen to the side of his beard. And his eyes are wide and white and vacant. Well, white is probably a mistake. They're kind of grayed with age. But they still have those pale blue eyes. And after a moment of looking at you, he'll smile, his gums showing where teeth once were. He'll reach out and pat your arm weakly, the strength of a child. Gertrude, it's good to have you here. I wanted to tell you that I've always really respected your scrimshaw work. I wish there were more like you that But enough about pie. Are you hungry? You must
yeah.
be. Oh. Winter's here early.
Yeah, you should probably bundle up. Let's go back to the inn and get some food. I'm quite hungry too.
Hungry? Yes, I suppose I am, Miss Dankhill. He looks at you and his eyes focus a bit. He flicks them around your face, studying it for a moment. Running them across your features like a blind man runs his fingertips across braille. And there's a spark of recognition. Yes, Miss Dankhill. There was something I needed to give you. Come by my house later today, when it's all said and done. In the meanwhile, I think it's time that we look for buried treasure.
Yeah, let's go this way to the buried treasure. Let's follow me. And she'll kind of like,
That's where it is.
yeah,
Come on, I'm not an old fool.
right, yeah, it's the inn name. Duh.
Yeah. Come on, I'll lead the way. What am I
Yeah,
doing?
let's go.
I knew there was a reason I came to get you. I just seem to have forgotten it.
Yeah,
I've
happens to the best of us.
So much on my mind, you know?
Yeah. Speaker of the town, it's got a lot of stuff to do. A lot on your mind.
You'll come by later.
Yeah, of course.
Good.
Cross my heart. Hope to die.
Dying would be a blessing at times.
Yeah.
How old are you?
You know, in my early 120s.
You've got many a score to go.
Yeah.
Ah, here we are. I'm not dressed for this. Come by in a bit. When you're done with your chores for the day, all right, dear?
Yeah, of course. Thank you. I promise I'll be around in a few hours or something.
And he will wander kind of vaguely back in the direction of his house.
Okay, Vistra's gonna watch him to make sure that he's heading to the right place, not wandering off.
He wanders in through the front door of his house, which doesn't appear to be locked.
Cool.
Inside of the inn, it's starting to get a little light outside, which means that people are starting to trail over. As you head inside, there are about half a dozen people inside, strewn across the table, or seated at across the tables, enjoying a little bit of meal placed before them. Harwar is serving everyone up bowls of whatever porridge and, well, at this point, mostly fish stew. Slightly watery, more of a chowder, thickened up with a bit of oats. The last of what's still around. And your party is there. I made sure that it's just the meal for you, Lysithian.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Although I remember that you're pescatarian. Sometimes.
Yes. Sometimes. When, you need the protein, but I prefer no red meat. It doesn't really sit well with me.
If you want some of the chowder, I can bring it over.
Yes, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
It's not a problem. Harwar turns away. Korra's son, tall and broad-chested, standing just a little bit over 6'3", just shy of that 6'4", with long, with chin length, maybe a little bit longer black hair, looking every bit Adam Driver. For those who are tuning in late. And you are served up. Vistra returns from the cold, a bit of the snow still clinging to the sides of her shoulders and hips. What do you do? Do you all
Well-
sit down together?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, Vistra will join
Yep.
the party. If they're sitting at a table, she'll.
Where did you
Solid.
get off to?
You know, just doing a little bit of meditation. I kind of got a liking to it at the Sky Tower. Trying to find a little bit of inner peace, so to say. I also met the speaker again. He was out there. He wants me to stop by his house later in the day. So if we're out and about doing errands, maybe on the way back, we could maybe pop off into his house, see what he wants.
Did he say anything in particular, or just he just wants
No,
you
he
to go
just
over
had
there?
something to give me.
Weird.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, we did save his life. He might be,
Yes,
willing
true.
to pay back. He seemed a little out there at first. He was walking around with not much, outdoor clothes, and he called me Gertrude. So I think
Alright.
he's a bit.
Vistra, here's some chowder for you. And Lysithian, here's the one you wanted.
Oh, thank you, Harwar.
No worries. Coming! And he'll head to another table.
Well, we could do that. We'll go see the speaker. We need to drop off the dragon bones for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't think we had anything else that we particularly wanted to do. So honestly, I think we could just take it easy if we want to.
A day to relax might be nice.
I think we need it.
We've had quite the time.
Do you
One
all
might
have-
say quite the adventure.
Ah, ain't
Do
that
you-
the truth?
Do you have all of your equipment with you guys?
Probably, yeah.
Think so.
Like on you?
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably a bunch in the room.
Okay. Vistra, do you have yours on you?
Probably.
Okay. So as you're sitting at the table, Harwar will come back. Is there anything else I can do for you? Where did you get that? He says, looking down at the growing apex on your hip, Vistra. The one made of Chardalian. It looks...
I got it up at the spine of the world, where the Goliaths are. Some berserkers attacked us, and I lost my other hand axe. One of my other hand axes. Just took this off the ground to defend myself with.
It doesn't look very sturdy. I have a spare hand axe. I could trade you for it. Something with actual metal. I'd hate to see something bad happen to you out there, and this thing fails you.
True. Can I make an insight check on him?
Yeah, totally.
I was gonna say Callie's a little leery about handing him Tardalian.
I'm very leery about handing
Yeah,
him
no, I
to
was like-
Tardalian. That is gonna be a 16.
Okay. He seems concerned for your safety. I know from experience it falls apart pretty easily under certain pressures.
Is there a particular reason you want to trade it? Do you want this? This is.
I do find it...
We're a little worried about you holding on to Chardalian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
for
get
no
it.
offense,
We don't
but
want
how
anything
we
bad to happen
found
to
you.
you. Your mom would fall apart. Besides the
Yeah,
fact that you're just
for-
awesome.
What makes you think that it's any safer in your hands?
No, I don't
We don't.
particularly, but
But I can use magic to identify it and understand it a little bit more. That's honestly a big reason
You
we're
don't
holding on
understand
to it.
anything about it.
Of course I don't. That's why I want to study it. What is there to understand? If you can help me, I will happily take the assistance, but we just don't want to put it in your hands again after what happened. It's not that we don't trust you, it's that we don't trust it, and therefore we want to understand it and not put you in danger.
Would anybody like
What
to make
she
an
said.
insight roll?
What they said.
I absolutely would.
Do
There's the
better
roll.
than me.
Yes,
Do better
please.
than
That's a
me.
natural one.
Natural
Hey,
1.
come on.
That's a 10
Fancy
for
die.
me.
Oh my god, guys.
Guys, please do better. Do
I'm
better than me.
sorry!
18.
There we go.
So, Katarina, you're getting a vibe, but you're not really like at a part of the table where you can make eye contact with him. Liz, at the end, you think you made a good point, and this stew smells really solid, actually. So you're just getting your protein on at this point. Callie, you are going to see that his hand at his side keeps clenching and unclenching, and from the angle you're at, you can see that one of the veins on his forehead is sticking out a bit as he's smiling.
Okay, Harwar?
I just think that you should all be careful.
That's fair. We're trying to be. We're probably gonna try and maybe chuck this in the lake or something later.
Yeah,
Get rid of
I'll
it.
buy your axe off of you if you have a spare one. I will gladly pay you for it, but don't know if I should give that to you.
You
I
don't
think
have
they
to pay me anything. If you're gonna huck it in the lake, that might be the best idea.
Yeah, I
That's
could do
fair.
that.
Yeah, we can go shopping for a new one later.
Yeah, it's fine.
Here, and he'll wander outside of he'll stop in the middle of breakfast service and walk into the back room. Can I get another? Where'd he go? Yeah, the kid's always having moody breaks. What'd you say to him? One of the
Don't
patrons
know.
says.
Don't know.
I thought we were having a nice conversation.
We're just talking.
He'll wander back in, Vistra, and he'll walk directly up to you and here, and he'll hand you, well, he'll give you the axe, but the way he does so is slightly startling. As he approaches, he'll just walk up next to you and slam the axe into the table, embedding it about half an inch. This one's a lot sharper.
Thank you for the demonstration. Visceral kind of like pry it out.
He stares at you for a good 4 seconds.
I wouldn't.
I owe you one.
Ah.
And he'll turn and go back to serving people.
Okay, that's
Callie's gonna kind of give you guys all a little like head tilt and wink of like she's got more from that than maybe you did.
Gonna lean in towards Callie. What's up?
Well, did you notice the vein in his forehead and the way his hand was?
no.
Well,
No.
he was while we were talking, and he suddenly relaxed when we said we were gonna chuck it. So I don't know if he's maybe worried about it per se, or that he's gonna go grab it once we do.
I think we should probably keep it out of his reach. If I'm going to be
Yeah.
perfectly honest, I
So,
think
Vistra, don't leave that thing alone.
Oh no,
Leave
it's
it alone.
it's glued under my cape.
And maybe put
I'm
it
gonna.
under your, so it's not visible.
Yeah, no,
Maybe-
I'll do a better job at kind of keeping it away from.
at least when
Throwing
we're in
noise.
here.
Yeah.
The door will swing open again, and a gust of cold air will sour everyone's mood for a moment, even Vistra's, because it's going to cool your food a little bit. And the door is going to swing open, and a familiar half-elf is going to stumble in, kicking her boots free of some of the cloying snow as she comes in. Dang, it's cold out there. It's always cold out there. It's you guys! Danica Greysteel rounds the corner and scuttles over to your table. What are y'all?
Hello.
Were
Did
you?
you doubt us?
I was kind of worried that y'all got eaten by a white dragon or something.
Vistra will take out
not
her
this time.
dragon bone axe and kind of hold that for her. Well, what do you think?
I think I might have to boil your axe.
Yeah, we have more for you.
We have
Oh,
more.
good! I was really worried for a second because I didn't know if the iron would actually offset the pH inside of the potions.
No. We got the lot of bones for you, and I'll just hold up like a big bag of them. We
That's
brought them.
great. Oh, you hear that, Katarina? They got a bone for me.
Callie will just giggle.
Everyone needs a good bone every now and then.
Well, tell you, I've been waiting for these bones for weeks. I've just been all pent up. I've been trying to get my potion on. But I can't actually just.
Callie's gonna.
I mean,
just
I've got
kinda
all the
grin at
water
her.
and the liquid ingredients, so my cauldron's all wet, and I ain't got no bone.
You're ready to bone down then.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna put the bone in the cauldron. She has no idea what she's saying, by the way. This is 100% like.
Callie's just gonna sing like,
Sing. You might want to be more careful.
About what?
Don't worry about it.
Well,
They're
you
just
see,
being.
honey, the way you phrase that makes people think you're talking about sex. Just so you're aware. I wouldn't want you to like say something to the wrong person and then get misconstrued.
Is it because I think magic is... I mean, magic is pretty sexy.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
It's
It's just the way you phrased it, so just so you're aware.
Okay. Well, if y'all got those potions... listen to me. If y'all got them bones, we can head back and make them potions today.
That sounds good to me. I'd love to watch you work your magic. I'm very interested in how potions work. I know, magic stuff, and I'll let like sparks fly off my fingers. Like I know this, but I don't really understand like the application of potions and how you make them. So if you would be okay with me watching you closely and sort of writing down what I see you doing and all that, I would love to be a part of it if that's okay.
That would be fine, actually. I wouldn't mind at all. So, well, if y'all, you know my house, y'all should just head over when you have a second.
As soon
It's
as
a
we finish
date.
breakfast, unless you want
Breakfast,
to
that's
get
why
with
I'm
us?
here. Oh my god, I completely forgot about
You're
breakfast.
welcome. And I'll just kind of like wave to like have something brought over for them, and I'll pay for their meal.
Okay, sounds good. Breakfast is going to cost you like a copper piece each, so it's
Cool.
not particularly much. She'll quickly eat her chowder with the voracity of someone who wants to be somewhere else. She eats like a college kid, 24/7. And
Feel that?
as she guzzles down the ice water that was put out for her. Well, I'm ready if you're ready. Y'all ready? You have gotten maybe a third of the way through your meal.
Give yourself brain freeze.
Let us finish. Why
Sorry.
don't you have some tea or coffee or something like that while we finish? And I'll hand you the bags. Like you can maybe pick through the bones and see if there's any that like aren't
wow.
going to work. And there you go. Go ahead.
Oh wow, this is gonna be swell.
Woo! I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited to see what you do with these.
All right.
Are there any other kind of potions outside of the ones that we discussed that you're looking to make today? I'd love to just kind of spend some time with you and watch you work, if that's okay.
Sure. I could probably make a couple depending on what I have. I mean, if y'all want, I could probably brew you a couple of like pretty basic ones. I think I've got enough right now that I could make maybe 2 potions of healing, or if not 2 potions of healing, some of the ingredients cross over and there's a limited supply.
It's understandable.
Let me think. Potions of healing.
Doesn't need to be anything crazy. I was just, if you were already planning to make stuff, I just wanted
I've
to.
got one that changes
maybe
your
watch.
hair color.
I think I have that covered.
So let me think. I could do I have enough that I could probably make a filter of love.
I think our party's got that covered.
I mean, well, and there's potion of animal friendship, which is about the same as the love, except you just don't put any of the syphilum in it. It's an herb. Don't worry about it. And then there's healing and potion.
Maybe
Healing is always
basic,
good.
with the 4 of us, maybe a basic healing potion on top of giving you what we have. And
Oh, a
getting
potion of
those from you.
growth. A potion of growth is a lot like a potion of love. You just put too much syphilum in. So instead of
Hey,
making one thing
whatever.
grow, you make a lot of things grow.
Why don't you surprise us. We'll get something fun.
Yeah, that works for me.
Cool.
All right. You finish your breakfast. Shortly after, you'll find yourselves in Danica's humble abode. As the place befits a scholar, it is cramped. Even though she's just traveling through, she apparently brought an entire wagon's worth of books with her that are strewn around all parts of the room. And as you are there, a fire is already roaring in the center of the hearth. A cauldron bubbling on top of it, almost as if it was in preparation, in anticipation of your arrival. She spends a little bit of time working, boiling the bones down, asking some help from Vistra, actually, to crack open the sides of the bone to reach the marrow. You're so strong, I thought you might be able to help.
Oh yeah, of course. Happy to lend a hand.
She adds a number of ingredients into it. Brandy, 1 cup. Dust, dry and taken from an orphanage, 1 pinch. Eye of Newt, the ingredient, the herb, not the actual newt size. Salt, coarse. Elderflower. And a touch, just a touch, of sapphire dust. There are a few more ingredients that you'll see as she works. But before long, it is boiling away in this huge cauldron. Well, this medium-sized cauldron compared to the huge cauldron you saw not too many days ago. It boils, and she lids it, putting a couple of clamps on. The pressure's going to need to keep for a little while, but it should work. While that's there, why don't we get to work over here? And she'll start to mix a couple of side potions for you as a thank you for acquiring some of your or some of the potion stuff for her. As she does, let's find out what she gets you. Oop, okay. Ooh, okay, let's see. Oop. Oh, damn. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Ooh. Okay.
Do we get something real spicy?
One moment. I'm just checking what this would be because of what she has. Okay, so that'll be. Okay. So she will begin mixing and brewing some potions in an alchemist set, decantering a number of different herbs and concoctions in. And when it's done, and you watch the process as she pumps this swirling pink liquid into a vial, bits of various herbs and harvested body parts from number of creatures. You think there's at least a little bit of hair inside. Looks like eyelash of a giant. She'll pass that over to you. That's a potion of growth. You make even Callie tall.
Hey.
Think
Oh,
about
do
it.
you want it, Callie?
You'd be a real girl. Or 2 real girls.
Real. She'd be like a Callie stacked on. She's more of a woman, if I'm going to be perfectly honest.
That's
Just
true.
wait till she turns into a bear. She grows
No, she can turn
real
into-
big
you
for
know what?
it.
Well,
You know
why
what?
don't
I
you
will
take
take
it?
it. I will
What?
take it.
Why don't you take it and turn into a bear? Then you'd be a big bear.
Very big bear.
You can do that?
I don't see why not.
Oh.
Callie.
Maybe you have to drink it while you are the bear, though.
I mean, one of us could have her drink it. That's possible.
Yeah, we'll hold the bottle. She'll just have to like open her mouth and we can just pour it in.
Callie, you want me to hold on to it and I can
Yeah,
chuck
yeah.
it in your mouth when the time comes?
Yeah.
That
Let's
sounds like a
startle
good
the
idea.
crap out of somebody.
Let's do it.
Oh, can you
Alright.
imagine if I did it as a polar bear? Or a dire wolf?
A huge dire wolves are already huge when you're a dire wolf, so if we do it, let's do it.
So
I'm gonna put that in my inventory. Potion
okay.
of growth.
So it is it basically gives you enlarge reduce for 1d4 hours with no concentration required. And as you're looking at it, the red liquid in the potion is continuously expanding from a tiny bead to the color of clear liquid, and then keeps going.
That's
No matter how much you shake it, it doesn't change anything. Aw, thank
Very
you so
cool.
much. Aw, thank you, Castle.
Aw.
That's a really sweet comment.
Thanks.
And she'll look back at her set. So I can do a potion of healing, like a really basic one, or I can do a poison.
I think for us, healing, even basic healing, unfortunately, we get our butts kicked around a good amount.
Yeah.
So even a basic potion of healing on top of what
Yeah,
you're making with dragon
I got
bones?
enough ingredients there. It's not cheap, but you guys have been so helpful. I'm happy to make them for you.
Do you want like half price then, if you want to make it fair?
Sure.
Happy to throw you some money.
got like 25 gold. That should.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll just count them out and put them on the table.
Okay. It'll take her about a half hour to make this with all of her ingredients.
Cool.
You'll see that
I'll
she's
drop 25 gold.
getting pretty threadbare in what she has there. A number of jars
Mm-hmm.
and little pouches and poultices that she's stripping down for parts.
I'll
and
just
then
give her the full 50.
Aw.
Aw.
That's sweet of you. So what she is going to do is be able to decant another red liquid. This one glimmers like it's made of glitter when agitated. And she'll pass that over. So that is going to be a potion of healing.
Cool.
Oh, actually, one sec. Let me see how well she makes this. Oh, okay, it's gonna be a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
Ooh. And I think Lysithian would probably be the best recipient of that.
Bravo.
Depends if they go down. Wouldn't they need someone to
You can grab it
or
from.
said?
Yeah, you can
that's
grab it
true.
and shove it down their throat.
You
Yeah, that's true.
shove it down my throat.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
But I mean,
Katarina just slaps me in the face like usual.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, this way we figure, oh, maybe Katarina won't need to slap them in the face so much.
Who knows? Maybe I'll deserve it.
I mean, probably will, but you know, when you die, you usually deserve to get slapped in the face.
Probably.
Yeah.
Y'all what now?
A little bit. No, don't worry about that.
That's
Oh,
alright.
and
We're
everything is
joking.
fine.
We're just joking around.
Well, the dragon bones will probably take good another hour or two.
All right.
I mean,
Well,
maybe a little longer. You can check back in a little bit. We'll see how they're
I'll come
doing.
back. Vistra, did you want to go to
Yeah, I
Speaker's
can
place?
go to the speaker. I don't know if you guys want. If you guys are gonna stay here and watch the cauldron, or if you want to accompany me. Doesn't need it.
I'd like to stick around and hang out with Danica if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys go and I'll hang with Danica probably.
I'll chill here.
There is a comfy pair of easy, like high-backed reading chairs there that you can sink into in front of the fire. As you are sitting there, it will be this very almost tense noise coming from the fire as it roars and spits around this cauldron. You'll see that the clamps holding on the iron lid, they're doing a solid job, but they're getting their hours of work in doing this. Occasionally a little gout of steam will out of one side, spitting like an oyster spitting like a clam that's a bit perturbed. And then it will settle down again. Occasionally, though, there will be a gout of steam that comes out the side, and it will actually freeze as it hits the air and clatter to the ground and shatter.
Wild.
Yeah,
That's cool.
right? White dragons.
Fancy.
They're crazy.
So while this is happening, Katarina's just got like a notebook a notebook. She's just like she's just writing some music, you know, just relaxing.
Yeah, Lysithian is reading a little bit and taking breaks in between to like just kind of draw what's happening.
All right. So, and yeah, she'll guide you through and kind of show you her recipe for the way this works. If you want to try to learn this and try to piece through it, what you can do is you can give me an Arcana roll.
Okay. I'm going to put my inspiration into it.
Are
'cause I
you
want to do it
really?
good. I am. It's Lysithian. Because I just rolled a 5, so I'm really gonna want that.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Are you going to use determination? Do you have any?
I don't know.
I think it's actually just Vistra and Callie that have determination.
Yeah, Chef gave us both
Oh, okay.
one determination at the beginning
What'd
of
you
the chat.
roll?
I rolled a 6, but plus my Arcana. 13. So
13? This makes sense. You think that you figured out the basic formula. Replicating with getting dragon bones is always going to be complicated, but you think that if you do this, you can basically make this recipe on your own. If you get a cauldron, you'll be able to do it at half price of what it would be.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I think Soul just gave you determination, Hayden.
Ooh, determination.
Cool. I will mark that as inspiration on my sheet, but I will note that it is determination.
Nice.
Cool. Thanks.
So that it
Soul.
doesn't deter you from using
Breh.
this.
I see you are full of determination. It's weird that it shows up in that chat, but not in this chat, because I've got 2 chats running at once. But it's not showing up in my stream chat anymore in OBS, which is weird. You know.
Yeah, OBS doesn't show like half the stream element stuff. It's really frustrating.
That's okay. That's why we have mods to remind me. Although I think Amy's taking a nap. Which, good, she needs more sleep. Alright. And you have a wonderful time. The other 2 of you, Callie and Vistra, you head across the way. Over toward the speaker's house. It's an old, leaning lodge of a home. The door is comfortably built for you 2. And the stoop leans over at about 5'4". As you approach, do you knock? Do you?
Yeah, probably knock.
I mean, that's the polite thing to do.
Yeah, not just barge and go, hello!
Let me just walk into your house.
Okay. A moment later, the door will open, and you will see Speaker Shailscar on the other side, dressed in his house coat. Yes. What can I
Hello,
do?
sir. Apparently you want to see Vistra?
Vistra.
Yeah.
Vistra Dankill.
Yeah, that's her.
I was just taking a nap.
Oh, sorry to wake you.
It's
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's funny you should show up. I have something for you.
Yeah,
Oh, you heard? Did Cora
Yeah.
give you a message?
something like that, yeah.
Here, and he'll go back, and you can see that there are, on the inside, there's a credenza just inside of the door, and there are dozens and dozens of papers and books and various records that's strewn about. And as you're looking around this house, it is an absolute sty. Not only is there food and plates piled up, that the occasional maid service that he hires to come in hasn't been able to get through, but this is the equivalent of like one of those houses with the stacks of newspapers. He has books and loose notes and all manner of ledgers and logs from his time as a fisher that are just strewn around the floor. Let's see. Where you... Here. There it is. Yeah. And he'll hand you a letter that is stamped with the symbol of Caer Konig. Do you break the wax and read it? Or do you
Yeah.
wait?
No, I'll read it.
To Katerina, Callie, Vistra, and Lysithian. Ho and well met. 'Tis I, Corvus, or Trovus, pardon me, I don't want Corvus, my bad. 'Tis I, Trovus, writing you to ask for your aid. I have been told that you spend most of your time in Bremen, and I hope that you will have some free time from solving problems and taking on Duragar strongholds to come back to Kerkonig for a matter of the utmost importance. Our recent guest has been interrogated, and I know that there are things here that you could help with. Urgency is of the most importance. He gives a date that says that this was written about 4 days ago. And, oh my god, thank you so much.
We got a hype train.
Yeah, we got a hype train
we got a
going.
hype train. Oh, that's beautiful. Holy crap, we really do.
Hype,
Oh.
hype, hype,
Hype. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you guys so much. That's amazing. Ah! What else? Level 3 hype. Everybody use your points. Oh, hey. Vancouver by Night is up now. Yeah. Hype. All right. So, you are given that note. Good news, I hope.
We've been requested for some help, I think.
Help? Are you the cleaners? I could use the help. This place gets so bunged up.
Yeah, I can stay for a bit. Kelly, why don't you bring this letter to our party and let them know, and I'll help tidy up a little bit over here.
Callie's gonna kind of pull you down and lean in and just be like, okay, you're not back by noon, I'm coming looking for you.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna help him move some stuff around. It's okay.
He seems a little like maybe he's...
Yeah, I got that vibe in the morning. He doesn't remember.
Vistra. It's a good, strong name. What, thank you. Where's that from? The south?
Yeah, the south.
Didn't you come in through Luskin? I remember you said Luskin at one point.
Yeah.
That's good. Luskin's a fine city. Too many walruses. Did I tell you when I used to just have a mustache? Like a walrus. It was the style at the time. And back in the day, we would call a copper piece a bee. It'd be, give me 10 bees for a silver.
Huh.
Anyway, so I tied an onion to my belt, which was the style at the time. And he's just going to trail off. And because I have to make a Simpsons reference every episode. Oh, good job. Ooh. Did you guys already ban that guy? Wow, you guys are quick.
Well, Stream Elements timed it out first, and so that's why I saw it.
Nice.
So I just was like, wow, it's a bot. We don't want it.
Yeah, it showed up here and didn't show up there. All right, so back at Danica's place, you will be able to return and bring that along with you. What do? You open the door, letting in a little gust of air.
I will show the others and kind of... Also, I want to quietly get across to both of them how weird the speaker is and that Vistra's there alone right now. So we shouldn't leave that too long.
Maybe we give it about 10 minutes and then we go.
I mean, I told her if she didn't show up by noon, I was going to search for her.
That's fair. So we go before noon because that's...
Yeah.
Even though that's the cap, I say that's when we go because it'll get weird. So we finish up here, grab Vistra, and we go to Kerkonig.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good.
Might as well, but I think that sounds fine. So, like, weird how with the speaker? Like, give me more to go on here.
Well, you know, we always have to go looking for him because he's not all there anymore, right?
True.
But I don't know how much of that is icy bitch. I have a feeling she's... Remember when we found him that night?
He was all.
He was all like,
Oh yeah, no, he was all naked and in the snow. Yes, no, I remember.
I think
So-
that's kind of
Affected. That wouldn't surprise me whatsoever.
So, my worry is, well, if she can do that, how else can she reach out?
She can do that. She can do a lot of things. We saw what that
Or,
brazier could do.
How might he react around that axe that she's carrying?
Which is
Let's
very hidden right now, just to let you know, DM. Vistra hid it very carefully. The note.
But you never know if they
on
can
it.
feel it.
Yeah, no, it's true. But I'm stating for the
Why?
fact. Stating for the fact.
Okay.
Why don't we go now then? I don't trust this for longer than it needs to be, and I honestly think that in the time that you come over here and we go back, it could get very weird, and we need to do this now.
Honestly, Katarina might need to cast a few prestidigitations on that place. It's a little bit...
I see. Okay, let's go.
I can be a maid.
That really is what he needs. Oh my god.
I mean, I don't have the outfit for it.
I was going to say, I'm like, I don't think you have the outfit for it, but
I'm
Okay,
sure I
wait
can
for
get one in Brinchander.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Yeah.
look.
What are y'all talking
do you
about?
really need one? Don't worry about it.
Alright.
We
These
just need to help.
outfits.
We need, new outfits. We also need to go help Vistra with something.
Yeah, we're gonna go. Get
Y'all
her
said you're going to
finished.
Cairconig. Do you, this is gonna be a little bit still. Do you want me to bottle this up for when you get back?
That would be perfect, actually.
That would
Yeah.
be lovely.
I'll be happy to. So yeah, as soon as you get back from Cairconig, this should be all good.
Perfect. That
Awesome.
worked for
Perfect.
us.
Okay.
Thank you, Danica. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. Well,
Thank you for letting me copy down your recipe.
it's no problem at all. I mean, knowledge is important to be shared, right?
Exactly. No, I couldn't agree more.
I should give you. You should give. I should ask you to give me a casting lesson sometime. I've got the basics.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Sure. That sounds good to me.
Did you all say you needed more prestidigitation?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, because I got that one around here. If you want to copy it over.
I already know it, but
Oh, okay.
so
That's-
this Katarina, it's more where we're going. It might get a little nasty, so we're just like we might
Oh,
want
that's
to clean
fair.
up the place. You know.
Yep.
Lazy cleaning.
That's fair. Well, y'all have a good time now, okay? Well, I'll see you again soon.
Yeah, we'll see when we get back.
Wave, wave.
As we leave, I'm just gonna turn to Callie and Katarina. It's like, she's very odd, but very sweet.
Vistra, can I get you to do me a favor?
Oh,
Can you
no.
give me a constitution check?
Oh no! I wanted to stay and help the old man clean up his house. That's not nice. Okay, bye. See ya. I just totally missed my dice tray. I was so
Just bounce it
Frazzled.
out, just like Yahtzee.
no. I literally threw it and it went there.
You know you're supposed
It-
to roll dice, not throw them, right?
Yeah, I know. But
Okay.
I was gonna roll and it just I rolled. Oh, I don't know how I rolled. Oh boy, I'm gonna use inspiration because that was a 5.
Roll good, don't suck.
Oh, that's not much better. That's an 8, but I had +7, so that is a 15.
15? All right, so you are, when they come up to the door and give it a bit of a knock, you're going to be coated in sweat from the amount of work that you've been doing around the house. You're actually going to be a little tired from just the amount of strenuous bullshit energy. And there's a lot of bending over. That's not something you're really used to.
No, I'm a dwarf.
But you've managed to get the foyer a bit cleaner.
Cool.
All right, so they... are you sure you want to be doing this?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm good. Whew. It's a good workout. I've been a bit lacking lately. It's good to get some you know.
There's something about you, Vistra. Something that reminds me of... Are you having trouble? Is it getting to you?
What? Is what getting to me?
I remember when you first came here. We found you out in the ice. You were half frozen, half starved. Yeah. You made it to East Haven pretty quick after that, but I recognized the look in your eyes of someone who's lost their way. You look a bit better now, but the smell is not particularly good.
Yeah.
You're, good luck.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me.
Well, the trick is learning moderation. Which is easy to say when you're on top of the hill.
Yeah. Got a big rock to push up right now.
You know, I hope that someday he'll reach out and pat you on the shoulder as he yawns. We can share maybe one drink. Not too much.
No. We are dwarves after all.
We'll make it a human brew when this is all over.
Yeah, probably best.
It's about that close to water.
Exactly. Just a slight tinge off of it.
And there's a knock at the door. It's your friends.
See, Visser comes out sweating. Hi, guys! How's it going?
Should we come in?
Oh, I mean, it's okay. I mean, if you want to, you can. If we have to get up to Caraconing,
Who moved all my stuff around? Why
Yeah,
is that
probably
pile
should-
over there?
we should probably get going. Yeah. It was nice speaking to you again.
You're letting all the cold air in.
Sorry.
In or out?
Okay, boy, it was nice. All right, slams the door.
You sounded like my dad.
True.
That's what I'm channeling.
So
Well done, sir.
how
You're
did it go?
heating all of Bremen.
That's my dad.
Like literally every Canadian dad.
Yes.
Oh my god.
All right.
I used to shove a towel under my door so I could have my window open at night
Okay.
without my dad.
Anyway, let's
complaining.
focus down. Let's get her down.
Sorry.
Okay. It's damn it. Okay. Anyway. So what do you do?
What happened, Vistra?
Oh,
Is everything okay?
yeah. No, he was pretty with it, I would say. We just had a nice talk. I helped clean up some of his stuff. Apparently, whew, more effort than I thought.
No, when you're doing things without magic, it's too much work, in my opinion.
Ah, no, that's how you get strong muscles. Come on, Lossavian.
And I just like push up the back of my arm to like make the muscle. So strong, amazing. And I will like look around,
Probably
like
it's the
kind of
tiniest,
morph it
skinniest
stronger.
little thing.
It's okay. I use magic for that.
Yeah, exactly. You do it well. Caraconing?
Koenig, let's go.
See, I have stronger legs than arms because I dance a lot.
Your legs are
That's
very,
fair.
very strong.
You have great legs.
And you have one hell of a strong voice. Like, holy crap, the stuff you do with that.
I do like it. I do like singing.
And you should always sing.
Really like that you can make people turn tail and like just doubt all their life choices with your voice.
I do also like that I can insult people to death.
It's great.
It's a talent. It really is
It's
a
quite
talent. I need to
talented.
learn a thing
Oh.
or two from you.
I've
I
never
just turned
seen
into a
someone with
snarling wolf.
so much viscosity. Not viscosity. Ferocity? Yeah, ferocity is probably a
Ferocity.
better word.
Probably.
In a voice like yours. It's amazing.
It's
Oh,
a
it's so
unique
much fun.
talent.
Thank you.
So, grab the dogs and head out.
Grab the
Yeah.
dogs and head out.
All right, and you do so. Before long, you find yourselves catapulting across the roads of Icewind Dale. It's about a 4-hour trek to get to Caer Konig across the roads with this many dogs. And it's comfortable. Your trip is in the bright daylight, and there's very little out on the roads for a change. And before long, you'll find yourselves coming into the edge of Caer Konig. There, just a little bit away from Kelvin's Cairn, near where your adventure began, really. You find your way over to the speaker's hut. Pardon me, this is not a hut, it's a full house. It's a big-ass house, actually. The speaker's house is along the crescent-shaped road that encircles Lake Dinneshere. Do you tie up your dogs and knock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chunk, chunk, chunk.
Just a minute.
No worries. Take your time.
The door will swing open, and you will see Trovis, the silver dragonborn, leaning on the side of the door, a dangling bottle of beer in his hand.
Good morning.
He looks up at the fading twilight of 2 o'clock. How long have I been drinking this today? Because I could
I
have
have
swore that it
no
was
idea.
bright out like 10 minutes ago.
Not sure.
Oh, it's you.
Sure is.
We got your letter.
My letter. My
Wait.
letter. Come inside, quickly.
Okay.
He waves you inside, and his place is a bit, The speaker's house is very comfortable in every town, even when it's full of stuff. This room is Spartan, though, and what you'll find is that aside from the common area, like the cross of a common area and dining room that exists in the front entryway, it's a little chilly. The air radiating from the all of the cracks in the woodwork and stonework make it a bit chilly, but he doesn't seem to care. There's not even much of a fire inside of this room. But hey, that's the joy of being a certain type of dragonborn, right? As you enter the room, he takes a moment to light the hearth, around which there are a pair of old quilted sofas. He sits down in an easy chair, the sole easy chair facing the fire, and stokes the fire. Poker. I was worried that you wouldn't actually be able to make it.
We came as soon as we could.
Yeah, as soon as we heard, we came.
How many days has it been now?
In 4 days.
Or
All right. The Duragar, the one that you brought here,
Mm-hmm.
the one that was causing all those problems out in the way. We interrogated him. I put the screws to him. A little bit literally. He'll finish off the last of the swill inside of the bottle and throw it into the fireplace where it shatters. What I know is this. We have invisible enemies all around us. You've seen the boots in the snow. You dragged him from that outpost. Malevolent pieces of shit from the Underdark. They've infiltrated the 10 towns, and they're in search of something. All of them are collecting... this Chardalian stuff. And we've been wondering why for a while. Apparently it's really rare. And it's magical. So they've been using it to build something. And when I was working on him, he finally broke. And he said that they're building a construct. Some big freaking thing. And it's gonna lay waste to all of Icewind Dale. There's nothing that can be done to stop it. Nothing except for you. You guys are capable, you're powerful, and you're smart. I used to be special services, special forces. So I know a couple of things about how to make a guy talk. He told me about a mountain stronghold where his father was. This Durgar warlord named Zardarok. Zardarok Sunblight. He wants to conquer the Icewind Dale, wipe all of the 10 towns off the maps, and keep us for slaves if we survive. Yeah. He's gonna use this construct to do it.
Did he say if it was complete? Are they still building it?
I think so. It would seem close. Look, for the good of the 10 towns, I'm asking you to do something above and beyond. Will you go to Sunblight's fortress, slay him, and destroy whatever weapon he's made?
I mean, it just sounds like a normal
Try.
Tuesday.
Sounds like just another day to us. So I'm open to it.
Oh yeah, I'm ready to smash some Durgar skulls.
Of course you are.
Now, where is this fortress?
I have a rough map. All of you are going to remember that when you were in East Haven, there was a map that you seized as well. I think Vistra has it.
Yeah, I think I do.
So
The smart one with the map, you know? The brainy
he will pull
one.
out a hastily drawn map by a shaky hand, and just a quick glance at it, anybody who even pays attention is going to see that there is a little bit of splattering of dark blood on it. Like whoever was writing this map was bleeding from a bunch of shallow cuts. Vistra, as soon as you see this map, that you will immediately recognize that, yeah, this is the exact same map that you have a copy of.
Oh yeah, I got one just like it.
Yours is much
Pulled it
nicer.
out. It's a lot nicer than this one, but yeah, I remember this. We picked this up with the hag around that time.
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, in the chest. Pretty sure.
No, it was in the boat. It was in the
It was in
ferry.
the boat. Oh, it was in the ferry.
When you killed this guy's brother.
Oh, yes.
Because they had a little outpost there, remember?
Mhm.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So what this is going to do is, I'm trying to find the map for you. So, Icewind Dale. So you are at Kelvin's Cairn. So, you are up here. And this is where the spaceship crash landed. It's like... about 2 miles from it.
So we're right there.
You were literally right there, yeah.
Well, at least we know the area. We're familiar.
So you'll do it?
Yeah.
I'd maybe stay here tonight, not out in the morning.
Yeah, it is just starting to get dark now, so.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I'll pay for your room at the inn. If that's okay with you.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
sounds fine to me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, hey, it's the least I can do.
I don't mind paying for my own. I always get a separate room, so.
No. You're gonna risk life and limb. Alright. I'm gonna pay for your room. And if they're out of rooms there for some reason, you can crash in my bed.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll sleep on the sofa or something.
We have bedrolls if worst comes to worst.
Yeah. I'm sure I could find a bed somewhere.
Exactly.
Well, do we want to go check into the inn?
Yeah, check in,
Yeah.
tuck in for the night, and head out in the morning.
Have a nice
For,
meal.
a fun day of Dorgar hunting.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm ready.
Thank you.
Of course. This is what
Really?
we do.
Hey. Kind of is, isn't it?
At this point, it's what we do. We are caveat emptor.
Yup.
Old words there.
Mm-hmm. It's
Oh,
my
you have-
specialty.
You have my blessing.
Thank
Go
you.
kick some ass.
Mm-hmm.
Try.
We will do our best to do all the ass kicking we can.
We'll
Good.
check in the morning before we leave if you're awake.
We'll check in.
I think
Maybe
I'm gonna
bring
go to
by
sleep
some
now.
tea.
It's been a couple of days since I've managed to actually sleep, you know?
Mm,
That's probably for the best.
yeah. Drink some water and go to sleep. We'll take care of the rest.
Make sure you lock your doors.
Always.
You don't know if any Duragar are gonna come and try to rescue their boss.
Good
Mm.
point.
Yeah. You too.
Love to see the look on their face when they realize he's dead.
Point in leaving a threat to be rescued.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my thought. You guys be safe, okay?
Of
We
course.
will.
So with that, you'll manage to go grab a spot at the Northern Light. The Shorard sisters are happy to take you again, and you'll have a relaxing time. You'll all be able to make sure that your equipment is all shined up. You'll be able to stop by Frozen Far and buy any additional trinkets or anything that you need. They don't have anything magical, but anything out of the equipment section if you need anything, like rations and things like that.
Should probably stock up on rations.
Yeah.
I have 7 days worth. I'm going to buy 5 more days of rations.
Okay. So that'll just be the standard cost.
Yeah, it says 3.5 gold pieces.
Actually, one sec. Let me double check that. What are their supplies like? Right now, they're going to be... so say it's 4. There's a
Okay.
slight inflation going on right now, but it's not terrible here.
Cool. I will drop the 16 gold.
Callie will lean in and go like, you don't have to worry about too much. Like, I can spend a good berry a day.
No, it's fine. I just want to make sure, just in case, that we have plenty.
I mean, 1 cast makes 10 berries. 1 gives you food for 1 day.
That's true, but
You eat it, you're fine. You restore a hit point, you're good all day.
what's a hit point?
No, yeah. Sorry, I was reading off the spell.
You restore some health, okay? You get a little better. You perk up. It's like coffee,
Oh,
but nutritious.
I do like coffee when I'm working on magic, so that sounds about good.
Yeah, sorry, it was right in front of me, so I was reading.
No, I know. I had to.
That was just really funny.
What's a hit point?
What's a hit point?
If I had them, I'd probably be pretty full right now.
Oh no. I think I'd be at full hit points. Whatever
Yeah.
those are.
Yeah.
It's how many times somebody can hit you before you go down.
I'd
Right?
probably be
Listen,
a.
you don't have very many.
How many baps you can take before you are dead.
I can take a few
Exactly.
baps.
I'd probably
I bet
be
you
a
would.
69 hit points.
Nice.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
Katarina's gonna flirt with the younger sister tonight.
All right. You can make me
A bard check.
but you can make me a bard check. You make me a Cali check.
What?
So that would be charisma, right?
Yeah.
To kill count, up the count.
Charisma
Ah.
save or just charisma throw?
It would probably be a persuasion roll.
Persuasion.
That's
a
like
small
the
one.
best stat ever, right?
26.
26.
Yep.
All right, so you get your hit points back. We'll just put it that way.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Vincent, stop eating my laundry basket. Anyways.
This is having a rabbit is like having like a 2-week-old puppy, like constantly. It's ridiculous. Everything just goes like right in their mouth.
Yeah. Literally, it's ridiculous.
You will have a nice romantic
Interlude?
interlude. Yeah, that was
Interlude.
that was not what was about to come out of my mouth, which is probably why that's a much better idea. All right, so you are going to you're gonna have a nice, relaxing, comforting evening before you head out into the frozen wasteland, potentially to die. You're seen off in the morning, and before long, you are making your way south from here. Are you heading straight there?
Probably.
May as well.
Yeah.
What we
No
do.
point. No point in dilly dallying.
You make your way through the mountains, managing to avoid most of the pitfalls of being in the middle of the tundra. It takes a day and a half to get there. You pause midway to rest inside of your tiny hut, recharge, and head out again. It's nightfall. Just cresting twilight. When you reach the edge of something massive, there in the spine of the world. Beyond the icy, snowy foothills, low-lying clouds obscure the icy peaks of the gargantuan mountains that form the spine of the world. Eventually, you get above the clouds and behold a sheer mountain wall rising more than 100 feet before you. Carved high on the wall are rows of arrow slits with lights burning behind them and clanking sounds issuing from them. A narrow staircase hewn from rock leads up along one side of the wall. And I'm going to do a story time just so you get a sense of the scale of this thing. Okay, ready?
Jesus.
Bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think Callie's about the size of one of those snowflakes.
Yeah,
In
man.
So-
comparison, she feels very tiny right now.
That building looks very sus.
Yes, and so you can see the
Soup
there's a
sus.
switchback staircase leading up to the main entryway where those arrow slits are. Do you start to climb?
All right, let's go.
Yes, we should be pretty careful because that's a pretty open pathway there.
Also, they're invisible.
Yeah.
I do have an idea.
Yeah.
We've seen what they look like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could, if worst comes to worst and we need to get in there somehow, I could become one of them.
That's true.
That could be. That might be a good idea. Get us in
Hey.
the door.
We brought the dude back to them, right? He's dead.
They don't know that.
They don't know
don't
that
know.
yet necessarily. Maybe. Who knows?
I would need
That would be hard to do.
this this wouldn't exactly, just kind of gesture to what I'm wearing. This wouldn't exactly work for them. So
You could just claim you stole whatever you could get.
it's true. I got away with my life just barely. And took what I could, so maybe if we want to try that once we get closer.
Mm-hmm. I think that probably is a good
See.
idea.
Just in case insurance sort of thing.
Well,
Yeah.
for now, pass without a trace.
Probably smart.
Okay.
Yeah,
you
let's
cast
do that.
That gives us +10 on our stealth roll.
Oh,
Yep.
beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, as you begin up that switchbacking stairwell, now these steps are barely 5 feet wide, and it's 150 feet up, going back and forth as you try to meander yourself along these frost-covered shelves. You're barely halfway up the first flight of stairs, when suddenly, from high above, comes a loud, grinding noise. Sheets of ice shatter and break off of the fortress walls and tumble down the mountainside. They pelt you as row after row of falling snow collapses down onto lower shelves. Suddenly, great doors of ice previously hidden under snow stand open more than 300 feet above you. And from within them lies a huge dragon made of dark ice. No. Made of Chardalian. Its eyes glow with a bright golden light as it lets out a terrible roar. Hurls itself into the air and glides away. From the fortress before it turns and heads north toward the 10 Towns. You have a choice to make. Assault the fortress while they're not expecting it, or save the 10 Towns. What do you choose?
What do we do?
Can we even fight that
How
thing?
can we catch up to it?
Listen, can you break Chardalian?
Here, take the hand axe. See if you can break it.
I have more. If I can, I don't know. Do I have anything that could potentially break Chardalian?
I mean, it's mutable. Like, you can hit it hard enough to break it. It's not as tough as magical items.
I have different kind of missiles. I can cast those scorching rays that I do. I have meteors. I'm just like flipping through my book. It's like, oh goodness.
Okay,
There's
honest
I
talk
have
as like a
options.
player,
Yes.
would our characters in any way, shape, or form think they could potentially take that thing on?
You guys are
Yeah.
pretty tough.
Yeah?
pretty.
Well,
As
here's the
Christopher
deal.
might say, we are pretty beefy.
Here's the question. If you don't fight it, who will?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Callie was just about to go,
well, I mean, we could take the fortress out. Maybe that would stop the thing. But if we're too late, then
All of the
no
people in
10
the
towns to care.
Yeah.
No 10 towns to come back to.
No, if we
do
if we
this.
can take it down, if we can get it,
Turn
I'd
around,
say
guys.
let's go.
Let's go.
We're doing this.
We're saving
Katarina,
the
you in?
towns.
We're chasing the dragon.
Katarina is already in the driving position of the dog sled.
All right, let's go. And I jump on and wrap
And
my
it-
arms around her waist. Let's go.
And
Yeah.
we're gonna call game there.
Oh my god!
All right, so hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. See
We gotta
what?
fight a
See,
dragon!
I told these players before game that at the end of it they were gonna have to make a choice because you have to choose which chapter you go into. So you have chosen to not go to Sunblight. You are doing Destruction's Light. And
Let's fucking go.
do you want to see what this thing looks like up close?
Yes!
Story time.
Yes!
Okay.
Does it look cool? Oh yeah, it looks
Oh
pretty
my
cool.
god.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Oh my god.
cool.
So,
That's horrifying.
and I will say the next episode is going to be really good. This is the most contentious chapter of the entire book we're going into because the dog sled rules don't make sense.
Okay.
Basically, the dog sled rules are broken the way they are written. So all of the forums I'm on are tearing this apart and being like, well, maybe this will help, or maybe this will help. Because this thing flies much faster than you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
That was
the
my
ru-
question. Is like, could we even catch up to it when we're asking? Like, what
Not
do
in
we
the
wanna
rules
do?
as written, but in the modified rules that allow you to actually enjoy the game and, like, get some kind of victory out of this scenario. Yes.
Good. Good to know.
Good.
Oh,
So
guys,
don't worry. But
We're
as
gonna
written,
slay a dragon. We're gonna slay a dragon.
yeah,
Let's fucking try. We better.
Attempt. We're gonna attempt slaying a
Yeah,
dragon.
true.
We're gonna. Because if we don't,
everyone
we're
dies.
fucked.
We
I
all
think this is
die.
I'm
one of
so
the-
glad I got polymorph
I'm
because I have some ideas.
Oh my god.
You can make me a quick Arcana check at the end of this game. Well, actually,
Okay.
just make me an Arcana roll right now, and I'll let you know something before we sign off.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
24.
Okay, so if you were gonna polymorph it, if it's a construct, it's resistant to...
Oh no, I was talking about me.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. No,
I
I,
think-
wasn't gonna try to.
I think the
Polymorph
phrase is,
construct.
let them fight.
I want to be big and have a kaiju battle, is what I'm thinking.
I'm kind of sad because the roar that I played for you guys didn't play correctly. I uploaded it to
Aw.
Roll20 and it like
Oh, no.
mutated a bit. So this is what it's
Yeah.
actually supposed to. Hold on, I'll play it for
I
the
can't
chat.
hear roll 20. It's broken.
I'm not on roll 20.
Oh, we got a raid right now.
Woo, who is it?
Art Heart
Why is
Studio.
this 3 minutes long? It shouldn't be
You
3
guys
minutes.
are raiding as we are ending the game.
What? Oh, hi guys.
Oh shit.
All right, so hey guys, you who are raiding us as we are raiding you, we're gonna keep a raid train go. Oh, it's Art Heart. Hey guys, how's it going? So you just missed the part where they're like they just got up to the point in Rime of the Frostmaiden where they're about to fight something like basically a dragon. So next episode's gonna be a dragon. So if you want to fight dragons, you should give us a follow and show up here next time on Dragon Fight Rime.
Dragon rhyme.
Dragon,
We're
dragon.
about to continue
Steer
that
this
raid
train.
train in a moment.
All right, so hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in to us at Dork Tales. We will see you again tomorrow night for Shards of Nirn, which is going to be a freaking amazing game. You need to be there. And then we got Vampire on Thursday and a bunch more games. So we'll see you very soon. Goodbye, everybody.
All right.
Love you.